Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, welcome, and if you guys haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button right there, right in the corner. And today I have another surprise for you. I am going to sit down with the lovely, gorgeous Miss Janey Jacke from Drag Race Holland. And there was a plethora of questions for her, and I picked a couple of questions that are universally what you guys wanted to know. So without further ado, I present to you Miss Janey Jacke. We are now recording. You look absolutely stunning. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for coming onto my channel. Me and my subscribers are so happy that you're here with us. And we're just going to dive down into these questions. Thank you so much again.
Thanks for having me, love. So good to see you. You look beautiful.
Oh, likewise, you look stunning. And you killed it at the semifinals. Killed it, killed it, killed it, killed it. Oh, I was gagging, and it was perfection all throughout the whole episode, literally. So let's get straight into this interview. And the first question that one of my subscribers has for you is, what is your advice for someone just starting to do drag?
I have to say start. Don't wait. I started out really, really young. I couldn't wait, and I was like 16, so that was maybe a little bit young. But start. You learn by doing. Get started. Learn by doing. Get to know your face. Get to know your body. And by that, you develop your character and your aesthetic.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So the next question that one of my subscribers has for you is, what is your inspiration towards your drag? Where does she get motivation despite all of the happenings?
Well, I'm very inspired by pop artists and how they build that brand around a pop artist. I prefer going to a concert rather than a bar, because I love when a live artist does what they do best and they just enjoy that. So I'm very inspired about that, and that is an aesthetic that I really love. Plus, I combine it with the old school drag. So my drag mama is an older generation drag queen, and she taught me a lot of things. So it's the combination of the two.
Okay, great. Who is your drag mother's name? I just love to know.
Miss Yogi.
What is it?
That is Miss Yogi, Y-O-G-Y.
Y-O-G-Y. That's perfect. I love to hear, people's mothers and growing up in the scene and stuff. So yeah, that's good. Shout outs to Miss Yogi. Okay. So the next question that one of my subscribers has for you is, Dear Janey, I love how you're very straightforward with your statements. Low-key wish you would have popped back off at Abby when she confronted you, though. My question is, what is the biggest misconception that you think people have about you? Love.
That's a sweet question. I think, so there's straightforwardness in Dutch culture as a basic. So there's Dutch forwardness that is already new to the world. And then there's also like cuntiness, and I am a total combination of the two. But I always, like, my endpoint is always like, I don't try to make you feel horrible. I'm not trying to destroy your life, or I don't feel better than you do. I just try to make you better in a situation that I think you could be better as a sister or as a fan. And I was always a big fan of Abby. I didn't pop off in that situation because I apologized for how I said what I said. And for her to pop off afterwards was, for me, like,
threw you off, right? You're like,
yeah. Well, it didn't throw me off in the sense that I was like, I don't want to get into it because then it's going to be a fight, and I'm not looking for a fight. I'm looking for improvement amongst sisters, Some people online may think that I'm hateful, but I'm definitely not hateful. I'm very about sisterhood, and I got to know my sister a lot better, and I love them so much. And there's also a lot of things you don't see in the edit, when that happens in the workroom, all the love.
Yeah, totally agree. And just to piggyback off of that, how I perceived you and your personality, I personally want people like you around me because you tell me the authentic truth and not sugarcoat anything. I like stuff cold-hearted, like not cold, but just straightforward to the punch. Like, tell me how it is. And I don't like yes people, and I don't think that you're a yes person, and you really just want your sisters to excel at their best. And at the end of the day, when you're doing all that, you're going to beat them at their best as well. So it just shows, so it is what it is. And I just loved your I loved your personality on the show. So, next question that one of my subscribers has for you is, love her. However, I would like to know, one, do you really dislike Abby, oh my God, or is it just healthy competition? And two, how did you feel about having to lip sync for your life the 2 episodes ago? And what queen are you closest to?
Well, I mean, okay. So our season starts off by a lot of these girls knowing each other for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
That is already a given. So I was already really close with Sedajin before we got to do the show. The 2 queens that I got really close with during the show are Mama Queen and Envy Peru. I knew Envy, but we got really, really close. We call almost every single day. I love her to death. Mm-hmm. I don't dislike Abby. I don't hate Abby. I was always a fan of Abby. I booked her on my birthday many times. I'm a huge fan of her on stage, and I love that aesthetic. And I love she's unapologetic about her booty. But there was some moments in the show where I was like, if you want to grow and become a bigger and better person, you have to let go of a certain delusion. And to be in the bottom, so combining the two, with me being in the bottom, that is rough. That was rough for me. But I turned it around and won the next episode.
Yes, and it was deserved.
That fire is there. And I would have loved for her to do the same thing. So, but in her mind, I guess winning the lip sync is a win.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, it's that level of like, we're just different personalities. We work at the same agency. We do shows all the time. We see each other frequently, so we're all good. We're sisters, and it's also the edit. But I do wish I saw a little bit more growth.
And then they also said, I can't hardly wait to meet you. And yeah. So the next comment that they have for you is, did you enter the competition holding any expectations to yourself? How do you feel as though you were being held for you by your family, friends, and loved ones? I can tell you perform your best when you're not asking yourself if you're doing too much / too little. So do you know the talent you possess at the same time?
I always try to be the best version of myself. And that means that, like, nobody's perfect. We all grow and learn by the day and by experience. And I have no problem admitting my mistakes or seeing my mistakes and growing from them. So by saying that, there's always a level of expectation towards myself going into anything. Because I always try to, I always put the bar so high for myself. So that going into Drag Race, I was really like, bitch, I need a crown on my head when I leave this building.
Right.
There's no money, so I need a crown. Like,
yes.
Get into it. So by knowing what aren't your strengths, like I don't sing live, that's just not one of my strengths, don't do it. Focus on what you can do and focus on what you are good at.
Perfect.
And then slowly, make your skills grow and better as you go.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And then the next subscriber asked you, why were the lip syncs so short? Because I would have loved to see Janey country dance for 4 minutes. Also, I would ask what her favorite challenge was.
Well, I don't know why they cut the music so short. If you saw my lip sync as well, I was feeling the music so well. At the end, I stepped in to the dancing again. I was like, oh wait, it's the end.
So good. It was so good. I was like, I screamed. I think I screamed when you started doing the I said yes.
I mean, it's a song I've never performed before, so it was really interesting to doing that. But I don't know why they cut it so short. I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know.
What was your favorite challenge?
As in the like challenges in like mini Mexi or like runway?
Throughout the whole season so far from till last episode.
Well, I have to say the voguing challenge was something that I learned.
Okay.
Something that I love doing that. And I mean Rusical. Combined with that runway, I mean that runway was just really like it gave me that pageanty ball energy.
That was
vibe.
your episode. That was your episode. You nailed it. You literally nailed it from the tango to the looks to the dresses to the swims. Everything was it was perfection. It was your episode for sure.
Also, like, you know, going into it, I was like, if we get a Rusical, I want to win that Rusical. You know, I'm a stage queen. I'm a show queen. I love performing, dancers, the whole shebang. You know, look. So I was like, if that challenge is coming up, I need it.
And then piggybacking off of the voguing episode, there was no voguing, no Janey. There was no where was the voguing? What was the? I was like, I'm from the ballroom scene, so it's just kind of like when I seen it, I was like, okay, that's good. They have instructors, they're gonna get in. But I guess the final edit, it didn't show you guys really. It showed you guys giving attitude and like working the stage, but it wasn't no like, I don't know. It just didn't show performance. I was just like, what happened?
I mean, we went into it a little bit scared as well because it's such a difference. I mean, they overlap here and there, the scene, but the ballroom scene, we have such huge respect for that, and we really wanted to do it really well. So we really worked our ass off during the rehearsals and really tried to get it good. But I think in the final edit, they made some choices.
They did. And I think they did that. It wasn't your guys' fault. It was more so the edit's fault because they just, I don't know what they did, but I was just like, oh, wow.
It's a lot of doom bit, honey.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. True. So the next subscriber asked you, oh my God, my favorite queen from Holland. Now, my question, how do you feel going up against Envy? Did you feel she was your strongest competitor?
100%. 100%. I mean, also, not saying other girls aren't my competition, because, I mean, look at Cedrine. There was so much talent in that room. And Mama Queen, with her marijuana look, but comparing, and that's also what you saw in the Diamond Challenge when Envy and I had such similar looks.
It was.
Our aesthetics just, we do it a little bit differently. She's a little bit more fashion forward. I'm a little bit more old school, but we have the same idea. We have the same inspiration, the same vibe. And so, yeah, definitely she was my biggest competition. And when I walked in, I was like, this is gonna be
this is gonna be it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but in the end, it's in that moment, and no matter, now we're in the finale together, which just proves the point, I guess. And eventually, you get better because of each other. You become stronger. Like, even if you're doing the competition against each other, you learn so much from just looking at each other and being there together.
Yeah, I totally agree. The last subscriber asked you, I love you, Janey Jacke. You and me have the same style. We tell it how it is. So with that being said, what is the first thing that comes to mind for each queen on your season? Don't hold back neither. Don't hold back neither. Laugh out loud. So let me take off the list. Let's take out the list. Let's take out the list. Okay, so here we go. So the first queen on the docket is Room.
Okay, Room is Young.
Young, perfect.
Yeah.
Miss Patty Pam Pam.
We're trying to keep it
Okay,
short.
right. Miss Patty Pam Pam.
Multi-talented.
Okay. Miss Megan.
Party girl.
Party girl, okay. Miss Madam Madness.
Inspirational.
Okay, good one. Miss Cedrine.
It's smart, incredibly talented. Can be, but fashion, I just love that bitch.
Yes, perfect. Miss Chelsea Boy.
Gas.
Gag.
No, oh my gosh. I met her, 10 years ago? And what I've seen in Drag Race, I've not seen her do at all. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, totally. I fell in love with Chelsea Boy this season. The next queen on the docket is Miss Abby. Oh my God.
Delusional.
What is it?
Delusional. I mean, no, it's pretty, but
delusional. Yes.
You have to be able to self-reflect. Like,
got you. No mix. Okay, I got it. So the next queen is Miss Mama Queen.
The most kind, loving, open-minded person ever.
Kind, perfect. I can totally see that. It's just she just exudes that. She definitely.
She was the queen that it's really quite fun to tell this story, but it's right after it happened with Abby in episode 2, where we had that altercation. You go off camera, and I was a little bit on myself, and I was sitting there like chilling and trying to get my mind in a better place. And Mama Queen walked right up to me, sat in front of me, looked me dead on in the eye, and was like, "What do you want to achieve in your life?" And I was like, "This bitch is popping my bubble."
Yeah.
Like, what? That's like a mother energy. Like, that's what a mother knows best.
Yes.
Like, looking at a child and knowing what's going on in that head. And I just fell in love.
Yeah.
Ever since that happened.
Totally. I can totally see that. So the last queen on the docket is Miss Envy Peru.
Incredibly talented, fashion forward, professional, gorgeous. What else to say? Perfection.
Yeah.
Perfection. I can't say anything else.
Totally. I totally agree with you with that. So those are the end of my subscriber questions. Now I do have some questions for you. Your mom came in on one of the challenges and she joined the show. And let's talk about post-show. You being home, you guys communicated. What was her feedback towards you, and how did your relationship, did it grow? Did it stay the same, or is there more of a connection, more understanding there?
Well, I've always been really close with my mom, and my mom is somebody that comes to my gigs a lot, and she drives me back and forth to gigs. She even flew into Mykonos to come see me when I was doing the residency there, and she's always been my biggest support, but also because she knows how to keep it real. She's the one calling me, be like, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do that again.
Yeah.
I guess I would say stronger and closer after the show. I mean, yeah, definitely. Because, what my mom told me, what she thought was really magical about me being in Drag Race is that I was 100% unapologetically myself at all times. And that's something she really appreciates in me as a person. And also the level of growth, again, is for my mom to see herself on TV. And to be like, okay, that was a little scary moment. But I told my mom after the episode, I was like, see, you get the jokes. You pull the attention. She did so good. And actually, I'm gonna put in the screen somewhere over here what they said about your mom. So the people really loved to see your mom on the show, and she did so good. My mom really is such a beautiful person and so special and so supportive. It's really special and really beautiful.
That's good. Was there any critiques that she gave you within this week from the season?
Well, I mean, sometimes I can be a little bit more politically correct. Or I have to just sort of think about things before I just shout them out there. But that's always sort of been, me. Yeah. So there's not a lot more critiques. It's just, just push yourself to keep going and be the star you deserve to be. I guess that's what my mom tells me.
Got you. So now going into the season finale, and everything is all said and done, and you win. How is your reign going to be different from other past Drag Race winners? How are you going to set a mold for you, and how is yours going to be different?
Well, first of all, I'm going to do it from my living room.
COVID.
So that's different.
Right.
No, but I mean, of course, like once we get to travel and do all the shows we want to do, of course. I think what I could achieve with my reign is really for people to be inspired to be themselves and to believe in yourself, to find that inner voice within you, and not having society change around what that voice is telling you. To spread a lot of love and just entertain the freak out of people. A lot of the things, like of course now with the Rusco, you saw a little bit of what I do on stage, but there's so much more that I do on the stage. But I think really inspiring people to be themselves is something that I could portray into the world.
I'm very big on manifestation, and I'm very big on putting stuff in the universe and making stuff come true. You put it out there and it's going to come to you. So what queen do you see yourself having an editorial shoot with, a performance with, or a 2-girl show with? Who could you see yourself do that with out of all Drag Race alumni?
Well, there's always been something about Raven that I just love. It's also sort of the fact that she's a little bit more exclusive. Like she doesn't go all over and everywhere, but when she does the shows, I would die to be in. I feel like, okay, so we shared the same birthday, me and Raven. We actually birthday on the same day, the 8th of April. So I just feel, like you said, energy-wise, I just feel so connected, and like everything she says and does, and her aesthetic and everything just feels like yes. And then we're also slightly different, so that could be interesting on the stage.
What would you want to do with the Raven? A 2-girl show, a nice sickening performance in a city somewhere, or would you want to do like a editorial photo shoot with her? Like, what would you want?
I would love to do an editorial photo shoot, especially if she would beat my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hello.
Yes.
But also like, I would love to host a show with her. Like just going back and forth, cackling, and because she's so funny on a mic and she's so like out there, and I think cackling back and forth would just make a really fun show.
Well, you definitely have to come when all this stuff is done and over with. She definitely hosts shows in LA, and I would love to see you guys do that together. That would be so dope. And of course, a sickening photo shoot, because that look would be so amazing. 2 sickening, beautiful queens on a photo. Who wouldn't want to see that? And just final question. What would you say to future Drag Race Holland queens that are going to come on the show for season 2 to be ready and prepared for?
Like I said before, know what you can and know what you cannot do. That is very important. Prepare yourself really well. That may mean you need to invest a little bit more, but prepare yourself really well. That is your moment. And be yourself. Like don't think you have to portray something that has been done or a certain way of, like, oh, they're going to edit me this way, so I should be careful. No, just be you. That also, because that means this is going to be the template of your career. And if you're going to portray something else right now, you're going to have to keep that act up the rest of your career. So the more you are yourself in this moment, the more you can be yourself and the rest of your life. Perfect.
So that was that was a perfect answer. I loved everything about it. Again, thank you so much for sitting down with me on my YouTube channel and asking and answering all the questions that my subscribers has for you, including mine. I want to say congratulations again for making history on Drag Race Holland first season and being a phenomenal queen and turning it out with these looks and your gorgeousness and making the top 4. Nothing but love and support for you. I honestly wish nothing but the best. Everything that you want to happen, I hope it comes true for you. And you are just part of a list of a group of amazing queens and alumni of Drag Race Queens. And bravo to that. And thank you for giving us great television, great looks, and everything.
having me, and thanks to all of your subscribers for asking questions and sending all this beautiful love. That was really, really sweet. I really appreciate that. And all the looks, I'm so happy you all loved it and you liked it. And I cannot wait to come over where we can meet and hug and kiki and do some shots and have a good show.
Absolutely.
And have a good time. And absolutely. So thank you so much for having me, Valerie. That's so sweet.
Yes, of course. And you guys definitely book her out of the country when you can come in the states. Definitely book her, because it's a great show. I've seen your stuff on lives on Instagram and stories and stuff. An amazing show, an amazing performance. Definitely, you guys book her, and she might be your next queen, you guys. She's gonna be your next queen. So we're gonna find out next week. But yes, again, I'm gonna leave all of your social media links down in the description box below, so they can check you out from your Instagram, Twitter, whatever you have, website. Everything is gonna be linked down in the description. And again, thank you so much, love. I appreciate it, and good luck next week, babe.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you very, very soon, but we'll stay in touch.
Yes. Mwah. Bye, babe.
Okay, baby, bye-bye.
Okay, you guys, so that is the end of this interview. I hope you guys did love it. Let me tell you guys something. Besides her being absolutely stunning, gorgeous, and her aesthetic is so good, I just love the fact of how straightforward she is, straight to the punch. What you see is what you get. There's no sugarcoating of anything. I personally like people around me like that. I don't want anyone to sugarcoat anything. I don't want anyone just to be nice and give me a version of the truth. I like it just, no lube. I like it. It's very much that way for me. I know some people can't handle that, but I personally like that. And I love the fact that she answered all of the questions, and the way she did, it was straightforward, very quick, very, she knew exactly what to say. Again, congratulations, Miss Janey Jacke, for making the top 4. I don't know what's gonna happen in the season finale, but I hope everything goes well for you after Drag Race Holland, which I know it will. If you are the queen of this season, congratulations. And if you aren't, still congratulations, because you are a sickening, fabulous bitch. So you guys, let me know what you guys think down in the description box below. And you guys, people that promote or throws events, definitely book her at your gigs, because she's a great performer and will give stunning looks. And if you are watching Miss Raven, or if anyone knows Miss Raven, definitely put that together with Miss Janey Jacke doing a sickening photo shoot or hosting a gig together. I think that would be so dope. 2 bitches that speak their minds. What more can you ask for, honestly? So yes, again, congratulations, Miss Janey Jacke. And you guys, all of her social media is going to be listed down in the description box below. So make sure you guys go check that out. And you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys did love this interview, and hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. And like always, life is your vision, and it is whatever you make it, as long as you make it freaking fabulous. Until the next one, you guys. Bye.